Kia ora, time for your Bachelorette New Zealand recap. I'm Mama C. Well, last time Richie struggled with which woman he wanted to pursue. Liam was struggling with his decision to stay or leave because he was feeling like he was in prison. And we were left wondering what was happening when the lads back at the house got a message that Steve and Liam aren't returning and to pack their bags. And the lads were upset, not sure what to think. I automatically thought, as if you watched the last recap, they were all going to be moving. Totally called that one. And that is what is about to happen. But the boys don't know this yet. So the voiceover tells us that where the girls are with the swimming pool and all that, that is where the new mansion is. But they decide to toy with the boys some more because why not? They've got them. Why not? So, Aaron's all relieved that Steve is gone, so he thinks, but he's not gonna be. The boys are left all sad, and they're thinking about that they're not going to see their mates again. Jesse wrote a poem, I know, right? They took some photos to give to the boys, because they're not going to see them again. And they're all just like a lot quieter than usual. Well, then Art comes in, hopefully with some antidepressants and some good news, and he says that they're all moving to rural Venezuela. Oh, it's like, you're like, yeah, duh, we figured that one out. But these poor boys, they're kind of being abused in this weird situation. So they're going to take it as yay. So they're like the little puppy that you get, and it's hard in the city. So they're going to move out to the country so the puppy has room to run around. So yay. They know these boys need something. So let's get them out in the country, get some sunshine, let them run around a bit. They'll be better for it, right? Well, then we find out Steve and Liam, they are deciding who is rooming with whom. And gee, guess what? They're not being very kind about it. Go figure. I know. They're like children, aren't they? It's so silly. So Aaron's first response at finding out that Steve is still around is, F word. I know, right? So first morning in the new mansion, Art tells them that 6 of the lads are going to go head-to-head in a barbecue competition. Lily chooses her 3, which are Terrence, Elliot, and Richie. Lucina picks her 3, which are Michael, Mike, and Logan. The chosen then go through a barbecue class, how to get your fire stoked just right, how not to kill people with your embers, stuff like that. That's good to know. Because you don't want to kill your bachelorettes. That would probably have a negative effect on the show. Just my thoughts. Alright, so they're chosen, they're doing this class. Remember, Lucina doesn't eat red meat, and the boys that she has know this. Well, Aaron let Coomer Mike know, just because he was being nice. So they know that if they've got all this meat and there's like 1 chicken, now they can cut this chicken into 2, but that's it, apparently. But ironically, some of the chicken ends up on one of Lily's guys' plates later, which was kind of makes you wonder, doesn't it? So nobody wants to give McDreamy a break. Nobody. They're like, no, you've got all these other, with your good tan and your strong jawline, you don't need any chicken, mate. You've got enough going for you at this point. Poor, it's all right, McDreamy. So he picks up his handsome self and he moves on. He'll be fine. So anyway, after the class, then the boys get quizzed, for their first pick of meat. So if you didn't answer the question correctly, you didn't get first pick. However, Logan, he gets the first question right, and so he goes for the chicken. Well, then the next person is Michael, and he goes for that chicken as well, because they're both Lucina. So Mike is not a happy chappy, because he's like, the chicken's all gone. Nobody's willing to give him any part of the chicken. Nothing. So he's like, all right, I gotta get creative, because, she doesn't eat red meat, and that's all that was left. So he says, oh, yeah, I remember this thing where it's like a pepper, like a capsicum with an egg in it. So he's like, that's what I'll make. So he pulls the chef aside, and he says to the chef, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. This is what I want to do. Let's keep this just between you and me, because, this is my secret. So the chef says, yeah. Okay, well, I don't know what he took from that, because then the chef calls all the boys over and teaches them how to make the egg in the capsicum. So Mike is like, what the hell? You know, is this like, am I being set up? You know, is this sabotage? Seriously, what is going on? So, I mean, at this point, I'm like going, okay, did the producers totally set him up for this? You know, what is the deal? Because, like, this guy shouldn't be having this many troubles. Nobody will give him any chicken. He tries to talk to the chef. The chef totally ruined his surprise. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they're like, well, you and your strong jawline and your good tan, you're just going to have to make it work for you. I don't know. I suppose a little bit of, there's a bit of competition, so, you know, no one's going to be really that helpful, are they? Unless it's like, you know, the temperature or the embers, you know, don't poison anyone, because then nobody wins. Alright, so, oh, far out. That was a bit crazy, eh? I mean, they all struggle a bit because it's hot, obviously, and they're trying to barbecue this stuff with wood fires and so forth. Logan sneaks off. He gets some secret Gouda because, you know, obvious reasons. He knows that's Lucina's favorite. Elliot thinks Lily is going to love his sausage because he's such a cheeky monkey. Richie serves up what he calls an experience on a plate. It's 3 different dishes. Lily says that she is pleased to see her palate represented on Richie's plate. Logan serves up chicken and cheese, as we knew he would, and because he knows Lucina would love it. And Terrence like had a ton of meat on his plate. It was just like, like he took half a cow and barbecued it and threw it on a plate. It's huge. So I hope that they're all going to get to eat after this, because there was a ton of meat. So Elliot, he does all right, but Michael knocks it out of the park with his plate. He does like a shredded chicken. Yeah, it looked really good, so well done him. So he gets chosen by Lucina for one-on-one time. And then Lily picks Richie for her one-on-one time. Lily, then she has trouble expressing herself. He brings up the date he had with Lucina to try to clear the air. He says that, you know, he's on board now with Lily because he feels like he's had a few days to think about it. So, you know, he's made his choice, and so yeah. So then she gives him a rose, and he accepts, of course. Michael, he's opening up, which is nice to see a different side of Michael because he's so quiet, eh? So it's nice to see a bit more of him. He is quite a funny guy. He likes to joke around and laugh. He jokes he's the barbecue king master. So that was really nice to see his character coming out and see more of him. So that was nice. Quinn and Terrence, they're speculating that Jesse is not so happy about seeing Liam still there. Yeah, he thought he was gone, you know, and it was probably all good, oh, bittersweet, oh, well, we were mates, you know, but now he finds out that Liam is ready to pursue Lily, and he is not happy about it at all. He is not. So off we go then. The cocktail party is getting ready to start. The lads chat. Mike wants to have fun, and, you know, he's kind of wishing that the hard questions would stop because he feels like he's being drilled, right? Liam says he wants to put Lucina on the spot, and so he asks her, you know, what does she want out of this? You know, love or what? You know, why? What is this all about? Because, you know, they ask the boys all that, so what's her reasons? She says she's learning that not anyone is perfect. And like she was used to putting people on checklists, or she's learning to not be as fussy. And, you know, she realizes that she's now taking the pressure off of herself, and then she goes on to explain that, you know, she isn't perfect, and she realized that she doesn't need to be perfect. She just needs to be herself. And she said it was like a bit of therapy. So it's weird that she was putting herself through that because, I mean, no one expects her to be perfect. You're you. Just be the best you can be. And that's pretty good, isn't it? I think so. I think she's pretty alright, eh? And so, yeah, so she's stressed about that, you know, but she says now, you know, it's taking the pressure off, and it was a bit of therapy. And then she asked Liam if she can have a bit of time to chat with him alone. So my guess is, she's doing this on Lily's behalf because he seems a bit weirded out by it, but I mean, he shouldn't be because this has happened in the past. So she asked him where his head is right now. He says his first thought was that Lily was tapped, which apparently means wild. Something new I'm learning. I don't know. And then he says he's gotten to know her a bit more, and he does like her, and he would like to take it seriously. He said by chatting with Lily, he's come around to want to be there for her. He's wearing his rose, and he's feeling positive. Lily then talks to Liam, and we hear Jesse being mad about Liam being there after, thinking he was gone, eh? Yeah. So apparently Jesse is quite irritated by this whole thing. Well, you better get over that, eh? So Quinn steals Lily away and gives her a little postcard and a little dirt bike that he found to represent their first date. He offers her a rose and she accepts, and they smile a lot at each other, and they do some more kissing in the sunset. And, he feels amazing. Lily is happy for the nice progression in their relationship, and I am too, because I really like these two together. I think they're just adorable together, and he is obviously smitten, and he makes her smile, and yeah, I really like Quinn. I'm pulling for Quinn. Go Quinn! I'm Team Quinn! Go Quinn! I don't know, it's hard though, because they're all nice fellas, right? But I really like Quinn, so go Team Quinn! Alright, so then, McDreamy Mike, he's like out loud, sort of wondering, what's the deal? Like, Liam and Quinn have roses, there's another Lily rose, like, Lily's got roses everywhere, what's the deal? Where's Lucina's roses? Yeah, so everybody's kind of speculating about that. Terrence and Lily, they have one-on-one time, which, he was due for, bless him. They share some chat. He talks about not opening up in the past. He wants to open up. Lily asks how he's feeling since they last spoke, and she knew that he was afraid to open up because he's afraid of getting hurt, kind of thing. And he talks about how being there, it's like one day you're like on a high, and then you're dropped down, because then there's several days of not knowing anything of what's going on. You're doing nothing, and you're waiting for your mates to go date your girlfriend. So, obviously, that is so hard. I feel so bad for these guys. She just tells him, try to be patient and, see how it goes. What else can he do? Yeah. So then Steve and Lucina need to have a chat. So Steve talks about how hard it is to put himself out there, and he is fortunate to have met her, and he feels like he missed his shot to kiss her on his one-on-one date. He says tonight he's gonna make it happen. I know. I was like, oh, Steve, I think it's past time, dear. I know, I was so worried about him. So yeah, so he asks her for a moment, so they go off, and he doesn't want to be put in the friend zone, he says, but I think it's too late. Isn't it too late? I think it's way too late. I know. I felt so bad. Oh, I felt so bad. He asks her how she feels, or he says he wanted to kiss her, because it was something he wanted to do last time on their date, but he didn't do, and he said he wanted to kiss her, and he asked how she feels about that. And you can see she's like, kind of put on the spot, right? I know. And then we have to wait. So we can't find out, because that's where they leave us hanging. So tomorrow night, big scramble continues between the blokes, and the lads start to crack more under pressure. So yeah, we'll find out what that's all about on the next Bachelorette New Zealand recap. I'm Mama C. Have a great day, wherever you are.